Hello everyone. I've got a little gear video for you guys today. So anyone that follows along on my channel, you will have noticed my experiences with winter camping and winter backpacking. I've been really trying to test the waters, and I really want to be comfortable and successful when camping in the winter. There's a lot of qualities to winter camping that I really enjoy, and you only get them during that season. And after the last few attempts and failures with gear, body, whatever, I really decided to start thinking about what I need to be successful. And in this box is one of those things. So gonna get right to it. Now, I did pre-open the box so that I wouldn't have to worry about messing with a knife on camera. So what we have here is a zero degree top quilt. I looked around through many manufacturers and had a real hard time trying to figure out what I wanted for my needs. I knew that I wanted a 0 degree, which that's what this is. This is a 0 degree. The areas that I like to go don't really call for anything that's going to be more aggressive than this. And if I would happen to run into that, I can always layer this with one of my other existing quilts or sleeping bags. But this is UGQ Underground Quilts, and this is their Bandit top quilt. Actually, before I pull the quilt out, I will give you the specs of my order, just to kind of give you an idea of what we're looking at here. So I went with the 800 down, 0 degree. I went for the 55-inch width. That's what they recommend for both ground sleeping and hammock sleeping. I went for the normal, they're like just regular length, which is 78 inches. And I went with a blue exterior and a gray interior. I chose their draft collar, like they have like a snap thing for your neck to stop air from flowing down through. And they also give you the option that you can have the bag tapered to go along with the shape of your body. I chose not to do that. Because I do sleep in a tent occasionally, I wanted something that I felt would be better for ground and hammock for the way I sleep. Now, I do tend to sleep on my side in both the hammock and my tent. So I felt with a straight, non-tapered cut that it would give me better coverage when I'm like rolling around and everything. So here you go. This is a really nice Moroccan blue. And we have the little like a light shaded gray interior. They give you a lot of options for their foot boxes. I chose the zippered Footbox with the drawstrings on the end. I figured that would also make it easier for when I would open it up. Other thing too, with the 0 degree quilt, if I want to use it in warmer weather, I can unzip that and help create like better ventilation so that I don't overheat as quickly, and just increase the temperature range of this bag, this quilt, and it'll meet the gap between my summer stuff and hopefully get me to where I want to be in the winter time. Now on the top, the draft color that I mentioned, so they have this piece of material here that it's meant to rest on your chest and prevent draft from going down into the quilt. And we have a drawstring to tighten it up. and they have snaps along it so that you can just snap it together. I have not been out in the woods obviously with this yet, but I'm hoping that maybe this coming weekend I will be able to get out and enjoy this and test the waters with it a bit. I definitely won't reach that anywhere near the zero, but creates a loop on the top. You can just pull that over and tuck that inside, and you have your drawstrings. Help tighten that up, and you get like this really good seal. But yeah, being in the house and it's like 30 degrees out right now, I can already feel like the warmth of this. Alright, something else that they do, which I'm not sure, I know some places do it with their quilts, some don't, but they have these tabs running the length of the open area of the quilt. And that's meant so you can put straps from one side of your quilt to the other when you're sleeping with a sleeping pad, and it's meant to hold your quilt in place and prevent any drafts from getting up into it from the sides. And the bottom works much the same way as the top. You have cordage and you have line locks, and you can open that up like that, or you can unzip your Footbox. There's a snap there, and it just opens up into a full blanket. I have not weighed this thing yet. I'm going to weigh it, and then I will throw in the finished weight of my actual quilt. So aside from the nice stuff stack that they gave you, I'm not sure, but the way this material feels, this might actually be waterproof. I did spend, I think it was a $10 charge to get their storage sack. This is a nice big sack, which I guess for a zero degree quilt, you want something that's a little roomy. Let's see, and the last thing I have in the box is this is going to be the strap that they send you to attach it to a sleeping pad with those attachment points. You would just slide this dongle in through the hoop on each side, and that's going to hold it in place. A quick side note, I know some people have complained about only getting one single strap when they order a quilt from Underground Quilts. Now, I did a little research into that. They do give the option to buy these extra. The reason why they only give you one, as far as I can find, is because of a copyright issue with another quilt manufacturer. So they do this because they also provide ground pad attachments, and they don't want to step on another company's toes. So if you're looking in their quilts and you wonder why they only give you one strap, that's the only reason I can find. They give you, which I'm a big fan of this, I like stickers. I think when you're getting stuff from gear companies, why not give a sticker? It's free advertisement for the company, and if you're like me, I put these things on drink containers, everything, and that's a good quality sticker. It feels pretty durable. They give you a business card, and that's pretty cool. So there's a thank you note on the back of the business card, and it says if I have any issues, questions, to reach out to them personally. And it's the co-owner and founder with his phone number and email address. So very cool. Not too much else to say. I can't wait to get this sucker out there, and hopefully this time next year, after I actually get to put it through the paces of winter, like real winter, I'll be able to give you guys a really nice solid review on it. but I know that this is one of the quilt companies that it seems like a lot of people kind of look over them. I like the quilt so far. Anything I can see just from the quick look I've taken at it so far, everything seems very sturdy, solid construction. I haven't noticed any like threads hanging loose or anything like that on it. The ordering process is really simple. I like the customizing options that they give you. Now this quilt, for the basic options I did, it came in at just over $250, which for a 0 degree quilt for a guy that's 6'4", I'm pretty happy with that price. It's one of the cheaper quilts I was able to find that would accommodate my height. So that's a thumbs up right there for Underground Quilts. The fact that their price point, I feel, is really competitive. Again, their customizing options, there's a lot of stuff that I didn't do that I didn't really feel the need to, but you could have extra down stuff in the whole quilt. You could have extra down stuff just in your foot area. A lot of like little things. There's a lot of customization with the materials, but pretty simple typically. I'm fine with just a plain basic color. So their website, ordering, all good. One thing I like that they do that any of the other outdoor companies I've dealt with so far doesn't do is once you place your order and they receive it, they give you a link to their order status page, which you can just go to it normally through their website. But you can find your order and it'll tell you where it's at in the process, like if it's waiting to be made, if it's being made, if it's been shipped. I thought that was a really cool idea. And the only bad thing about that is I noticed they don't update it as regularly as you might like while you're waiting for your product. But I got this really quick, and they were pretty true to their lead time. When I ordered, they said they had a lead time of between 4 to 5 weeks, or 4 to 6 weeks, something like that. And I got this pretty much right on the 5th week. So that was pretty nice. They were pretty accurate on the ball with their lead times. But that's really it. This is the Underground Quilts Bandit 0 degree. Nice first look. If you never heard of them, go check them out. They do have some nice products. And who knows, if I like this, I might buy a bottom quilt to pair with this one. But until next time, you guys get out there and have a great one. I'll see you later.